Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, Taco Talk Tuesday. You guys will go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm still chewing, but hey, I'm Toni. How's it going?
Sparkle.
Bobby Ray Jr.
And I'm Jeffery here from the country, from Texas. All right, everybody. How's your Memorial Day? How's the weekend?
Good.
Started a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. I think I spent it with, I saw everybody except Bobby this weekend.
I got stood up, but it's all right.
All right, y'all know how we start, y'all. Before the food and everything, grab your shot glasses. Gonna take it in. Cheers. Let's go. I don't know who made the shots. Pour the gasoline in the glass. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna jump right into the topics. Our first story today, big news over the Memorial Weekend. So Floyd Mayweather and T.I. got into it in Vegas. Fight was started because Floyd Mayweather was hanging out with Toni, T.I.'s wife, and I guess Toni did not approve of it. We got a little bit of video for y'all, so I'm gonna play that and take a look. Come back and talk about it.
You control your bitch, motherfucker. Okay, man. Oh shit! Motherfucker getting down with Mayweather.
So y'all see they got real ignorant in the fat burger. They get very ignorant in the fat burger. But again, I don't know too much what happened to this story, but what's going on here?
Okay, so typical, it's just man ego, for lack of a better term. The money team, TMT, was out in Vegas. T.I. was in Vegas.
The money team.
And I think Toni was there for his daughter's birthday party, or someone in the money team's daughter's birthday party. And
the birthday party is at Fat Burger?
No, it was
right. I was gonna say, wait, the birthday party. Okay.
They were just there, and I don't even think Toni was present at Fat Burger. But long story short, T.I. didn't appreciate Floyd hanging with his wife or her being in that crowd. So he snapped. They got into a physical altercation, and it just went south. And it's really bad for both their images, in my opinion.
Right. Well, since then I saw that Floyd Mayweather, he did apologize to T.I.
He did.
See, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely looks worse on T.I. than it does on Floyd. You know, Floyd is a boxer. He fights for a living.
Tip was scared of him.
They the same time, though, right?
World champion.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. Like, to me, it just looks bad. Like, it looks bad that you have to go fight another man because your wife. This ain't your girlfriend. This ain't your jump off. This is your wife, your mother of your children, is being inappropriate. Like, if you.
Well, Floyd told him, go check your bitch, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all heard that video. He said, go check your bitch.
I hate to be disrespectful and say it, but that's what he said. But at the same time, he kind of right. Like, if you don't like, you need to talk to her. Don't
Right.
Because I'm just hanging out.
And then don't fight in the fat burger.
Right.
Not in the fat burger.
That's what really I was like, okay.
There's no tact there.
Right. All right. So moving on to our next story. So this is the story that just keeps on giving. V. Stiviano.
Oh, man.
So y'all know V. Stiviano. If you don't know this name by now, I don't know where you've been. So she's the one that recorded Donald Sterling making the racist comments regarding black people, Magic Johnson, and all this and that. That's where it all started. So she recently did an interview and got combative with Entertainment Tonight's Brooke Anderson when she was asked if she had a physical relationship with Donald Sterling. I'm gonna show y'all some of the interview and then we'll come back and talk about it.
No one can really see that. Did you provide sexual favors in exchange for gifts?
No, absolutely not.
A Range Rover, a Ferrari, 2 Bentleys, a Humvee. Do you understand how people perceive that?
Do you understand that middle America is the mass who doesn't live in Los Angeles? Do you understand that most people don't get the opportunity to meet with a billionaire? Most people don't get that chance to work for a billionaire. They're alone. Be around him on a daily basis.
But even billionaires don't gift to their personal assistants.
How do you know?
Like this.
That's not true.
It seems excessive.
To you it does.
You did nothing sexual to receive these things.
No, Brooke, what I don't understand is that if I said no once, I'll say no twice, and I say no again.
Did
no.
you never even kissed him?
No. Why do you continue to ask me this when I just said no to you? How many times are you going to ask me this stupid question? Now, do you understand my frustration?
Well, because I'm asking you because that is what everybody wants to know.
No.
V, you don't have to get combative. You don't have to get defensive.
No. Ask me one more time just so we're clear.
You never kissed him. You never
Ask me one more
touched him
time.
inappropriately.
You seem not to get it.
So there you go. That was a little bit of it. She was so defensive. Extremely defensive. And Brooke sat there and kept every piece of cool she had.
She did.
And my thing is, at this point, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, the only thing that you can do to benefit yourself and your image is to be honest. Like, lying and being defensive and,
so
you know, you're already a skank. I know she's lying.
She said she's already a skank.
Yeah, like, so the least you can do is just be forthright and honest and just, you know, lay all your dirt out there. So, because that's the only reason we want to hear from you. Like, we don't
we want the truth.
Right.
I think she think that, like, she's like some, like, so she trying to be a whistleblower. So now she think like black people owe her some kind of gratitude. Like, it's like she want to be.
She wants to be. It's like, okay, yeah, you expose this man, but equally you still look dirty. You know, for doing the way you did.
Want respect for outing him for disrespecting black people, but at the same time, you're sleeping
with him.
You work with him for 40 years.
And now you're trying to use it to your advantage to get all this fame and everything.
Exactly.
Like, come on,
like, slow down.
Nobody's gonna touch her.
And then you're lying about it the whole time.
Lying about it. It ain't no way you got a Ferrari and all this money and you say you ain't never kissed this man.
Right, a Ferrari and a Bentley and a Range Rover.
And a home paid for.
And then the wife is suing you. Like, first of all, when the story broke, you were identified as his girlfriend. That label, that title didn't just come out of thin air. You didn't become his assistant until a week later.
No, what did she say? She said it was his caretaker.
Oh yeah, his caretaker and like his mother.
Right.
Well, how many assistants do you know sit courtside every game at
every game?
Right.
$5 million worth of car.
And the wife's seat.
Right.
And the wife's seat, right. Yeah, that's something right there. The wife saw it and I don't get it. So she also said with Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil gave her the whole hour. She said with Dr. Phil gave her a whole interview. Got a little piece of that too. Let y'all see that and come and talk about it.
And that's why I wore the visor.
You say you were covering up the pain, and then I look at these pictures where, I mean, I live in Hollywood. I know how it works. I see you on roller skates in Daisy Duke cutoffs with a color-coordinated welder's mask to match your jacket out roller skating in front of the paparazzi. That doesn't look like pain to me. That looks like attention-getting behavior to me. I mean, you're roller skating in a welder's helmet in front of the paparazzi.
We all have different ways of coping.
She's just stupid.
She's an idiot, and that's my thing. Like, at this point, you have nothing to offer us unless you're just going to give us the juicy, you know, details of, you know, what was really going on.
Is there any details about Donald Sterling's sex life that you want to hear?
I mean, I'd rather hear that. I'd rather hear that than hear you sit here and try to make yourself out to be this innocent victim.
Right,
because you're not. Exactly.
You didn't get all of those free things. Because,
exactly.
You know, because you were his friend, you were a good person. There's hella good people out here
because you're a great assistant
who are not living like you.
She probably made good spreadsheets.
And actually, I read a fact in an article that said that she has never been listed as employed for the LA Clippers.
And there you go. But she's also got a book deal, right?
Yeah, book deal and a movie deal.
And a movie deal.
Wow. And I can't imagine like what could possibly be in this book. Like
we didn't even know who this chick was.
You're 31 years old. Like
she said it's her tell-all about her life coming up. She's
40, right?
No, she's 31. She's
31. The girl lies.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I'm not interested, but we'll see what happens. All right. So moving along, other big news this weekend on the holiday. Kim and Kanye got married. Yay! Ooh, congratulations. So, truth be told, I cared shit about this story. But it seems to be what everybody's talking about. What she wore, who was there, all the pictures and everything. We got some pictures and a little bit of footage from it, so let's take a look, see what it's talking about.
From inside Kim and Kanye's wedding, Kim's beautiful gown, her smiling groom, their adorable baby looking on, and their romantic newlywed kiss. It's the pictures you've been waiting for. Photos.
All right, so did y'all care? Cause I didn't care. I didn't
all that
care.
money, I would expect that Kanye, like his break and his slacks used to be a little bit tighter. It's a little droopy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I saw.
They said it was $2.8 million for it.
The wedding?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty reasonable. I mean, you know, that's not as much as I thought they were going to be.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's a destination wedding, so but
yeah, you're right. I mean, to be honest, I used to watch the show, but I wanted to see what she was gonna wear. I wanted to see how it was gonna play out because he planned everything.
Right.
And although I will say this, admittedly, I think she definitely has the upper hand because he cares more. Like she knows she has a little more control than he does, so she's taking that all in. I think she enjoys that.
That's a good point. I
so you think they're genuinely?
I really think because they've been known each other 10 years, over a decade, they've been friends, and they kind of messed around when she was with Reggie. But my thing is like she genuinely, I think she finds comfort in him because they both love fashion, they both like the spotlight, so they can relate on a lot of levels. But do I think it's genuine? I do think it is genuine, but is she an opportunist still? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like I think that she means more to him than he means to her.
Absolutely.
Like I think she's been conditioned so much to just be kind of focused on the pseudo career that.
But it's something about it is something about. I mean, I don't really care about the Kim and Kanye brand or anything, but it is something in them too where I see, this actually might work.
I see her
Let's
happy.
stick it out. They'll be together. Yeah, as happy as.
I mean, I think because of the baby that they
and
expect 10 years.
He's comfortable with that. Well, I'm not gonna say he's comfortable with having their lives like out in public, but still.
But I don't think too, like you said. And another thing, like Kim, she ain't messing with no broke niggas. So
right.
After Kanye, where else can she go? She won't get married again. She'll just have a lot of flings. Floyd. She'll just have a lot of flings. If her and Kanye work out. Congratulations.
But I do
hopefully it lasts long.
Before we end, I feel like it was really weird because this is they're his first kid, his first wedding. This is her third wedding, first kid. I just wonder how he looked at her like, he's been married 3 times. How special am I to you?
And the last one was a 72-day marriage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Kanye's just in a place where he just wants family. He wants,
Yeah, it's time.
It might be what it is.
I was kind of shocked that Rob didn't attend. That kind of was a red flag for me.
He's so big.
The weight capacity for the damn.
But that's a red flag. Like they're really close family. Rob Kardashian
but he didn't
go.
He didn't go to Italy. They said he didn't want to be in pictures and stuff.
Yeah, that was a red flag for me.
Have you seen Rob though?
I saw him.
He's like over 300 pounds.
Yeah. He need to use that and get on like celebrity fit clubs and shit like that. Get his fame back up.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, Chris. I mean, get on that Herbalife. Chris, get him in something.
They have diet pills. Like the Kardashians have diet pills.
Right. All right. So we're gonna move on. So you guys are familiar with Mark Cuban? He owns the Dallas Mavericks. He's on Shark Tank. So Mark Cuban, he started talking about stereotypes in an interview with Inc. magazine. So he's actually in a little bit of heat for speaking plainly and boldly about race, more particularly racial stereotypes. We got a clip from the interview right here. We'll let y'all take a look and talk about it.
I mean, we're all prejudiced in one way or the other. If I see a black kid in a hoodie and it's late at night, I'm walking to the other side of the street. And if on that side of the street there's a guy that has tattoos all over his face, white guy, bald head, tattoos everywhere, I'm walking back to the other side of the street.
So honestly, I can't say that I'm mad at Mark for his comments.
I agree.
Like he said, if it's late at night, he sees a black kid walking down the street, he's gonna go to the other side. But if on the other side of the street it's a white man, tattoos, bald head, skinhead look, he's gonna
But
go back to the other
how
side.
truthful do you think that was? Like, is he really going to be scared of like a white guy with tats?
Well, I definitely, but you know what? I definitely think that he made it a point to say something about both races.
Right.
But do you think that was on purpose though? That's like media, like, hey, I got to be politically correct.
No, I think he was just making a point.
People,
I think he was just making a point to say, like, even if it's black, white,
Hispanic, they're extreme.
Yeah,
I mean, and I think in terms of prejudiceness, like it's your animal, like it's just a part of your human nature. Like it's your animal instinct to judge a situation by the way it looks. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think people need to be aware of that. It's not always based on race. It's just based on your experiences. Yeah.
It goes with y'all. I get exactly what he's saying though, because I mean it's been times like even here in LA when you walk down the street and if you're by yourself, I would say, and I mean you see a certain type of person.
You got that awareness.
You got that awareness. Yeah, you're very alert.
Right.
And that could be your same. Like I see black. I used to live in New Orleans, and sometimes I see black people. I just sometimes you be like, hey, this shit looks scary. Like you ain't no fool.
Yeah, I mean,
like shit.
Yeah, so
I think, but do you think he's trying to follow in Donald Sterling? Like you think they're trying to pin him as Donald Sterling?
Donald Sterling's just looking out for the niggas. That's all he's looking out for.
I think people try to simplify it to this is just because I'm black. It's not
Yeah.
black.
No,
it's probably black in combination with a lot of other things. Because I don't think it's just about no black people at the games or no black. I can't be on the sidewalk with black people. It's about the image that you're projecting, and I think that's what people need to be aware of.
I think this goes back to what we said before. So Darnell, if you're watching, black people can't be
prejudiced.
Would you guys agree? And we talk about this sometimes, just my friends and I. There are two different types of black people.
Okay.
There are, excuse me for saying this, there are niggas, and then there are black people.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, like I feel like Donald Sterling and Mark Cuban are referencing the N-word.
But there are niggas in every race. You know what I mean?
Every race has niggas.
They all out there.
Every race completely switching gears from
Off the
race.
niggers.
You know, off the niggers, off the Negroes and crossing the street because they got on hoodies. So y'all, okay, so talking about relationships. It's a study out that says stressful relationships may raise death risk. So scientists examined data on 9,870 adults in their 30s through 50s between 2000 and 2011. So it's a recent study. Okay. Relationship stress was measured through questionnaires about which relationships, and that's parents, children, relatives, friends, neighbors, and loved ones, cause worry and conflict. And then the researchers, they examined the influence of the relationship stress on all causes of death. I agree.
Absolutely. A man or woman will wear.
And we're all thinking
I think it's worse than women. Women give you a heart attack and high blood pressure.
I mean, relationships are stressful.
Wait. Okay, so I'm gonna stop y'all. So I've been waiting to show this clip because this is so funny to me. So we have a clip of a very stressful relationship, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Right. You need to do something right. Serious, this is me. I am sitting here, my heart is ripped out. I have nothing left. I'm asking you, do something. Think about it.
What? I love you. I want to make this work. I want you.
What does your heart tell you to do?
My heart tells me to stay with you and love you like I still do.
If you truly want me back, think of something.
So, Donna Martin looks terrible.
What you call her?
That's a reference to her 90210 character. That's how anybody watching knows. That's how I remember Tori spelling.
I'm like, who?
She looks bad.
She like she's an 80s.
She's stressed on that. Like,
she's
stressed.
Right.
She is stressed.
She got to read this study.
He's wearing her out.
But this is my problem. Okay, so she's screaming at him, do something. You need to do something. Very much like Scandal.
Right.
But do you remember how they met? They met on the set of a film. He was married, she was married. They cheated with each other.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in you lose them how you get them.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, in terms of romantic relationships, I feel like some people just want to be married. Like they don't really, sit down and think of the logic reason why they're doing this. Yeah. They just want to be married, and those are the people that end up in these situations. And it is stressful to try to maintain a certain image when you know that the core of who you are.
Especially in Hollywood.
Yeah, in Hollywood and everywhere, because I feel like there are social expectations when it comes to married women or married people in general that people just kind of want to keep hush hush. But I mean, I think even outside of romantic relationships can be stressful, and if you aren't happy in most of your relationships, you can expect
but the stress. Well, I guess I can see how stress could cause death, but that just seems kind of extreme. It can
wear out your body.
You can have a heart attack. Depending on the situation.
Some people just kill themselves to get out of it.
But I feel like watching that clip, I felt like when she kept asking him repeatedly, do something. Women like to be protected and taken care of. So she looked at it like, hey, what can you do?
So if you were Tori in that clip, both y'all as women, and you're saying do something, what do you want this man to do? What do you want? And I'm gonna tell y'all, men, we are dumb.
We dumb.
So you said do something, and you said like, what do you want me to do?
She should have been clear first of all, and she should have said, okay, baby, I want you to make me feel like you love me again, because obviously he didn't love her. He loved her, but he's straight. Right. So that makes a woman feel like we're not good enough. We're not
What was there signs, or was there a cause?
I mean,
there were signs they met because they were both married and cheated on their spouses.
But even in the therapy session, he was saying that they don't have as much sex, but they have 4 kids.
Right.
What does that mean?
They're probably
what that mean? Them babies got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Listen.
Have you spent the day with 4 kids?
If we're dating in the beginning and we having sex out of the 7 nights a week, we doing it 6 to 9 times, and then we get married, all of a sudden it goes down to 1 and 2 times. You can't do that.
First of all, she may not feel as sexy. She's had 4 kids. Her body has changed. Although she looked really skinny. But she looked bad. That's not healthy.
But that's not the point. But the point is, you you gotta keep it, whatever.
You gotta keep
bringing
it. Now I understand the longer relationship goes on, yeah, certain things you change, but you have to keep some reminiscence of when y'all first met.
Right.
Like you have to keep some.
Well, then that's the case. They shouldn't have had kids because I feel like once you have kids, once you spend your whole day with little people,
she rich. She got
like your mind is in a different place.
If she was a regular, like just everyday person, I can see that. But she got a team.
She doesn't have a nanny though.
She hands-on mom.
She got a team somewhere.
I don't think she has. I don't think it's that. I don't think she has that many people.
I don't know.
Long story. That clip was about just her being like, please. Just make me feel like you love me again. That's what she was pleading for.
Okay,
why don't she just say that though?
It was a disconnect. He didn't get
shit. But again, make me feel like you love me again. What do you want me to do?
It's just a grand gesture. Like it's going on Wendy Williams.
Oh, so it's materialistic.
It's whatever.
Okay, so wait, Robin Thicke went on the Billboard Music Awards last week begging and begging for my so should she just take it
back? He cheated. He messed around.
But he went and begged. He made a public spectacle. So she
doesn't mean say yes.
But I think it helps. Like it doesn't.
What if he had did something like that? See, this is the thing. It's a lack of communication. Because what if he had done the same thing that he did and he was out begging in the public? She's like, well, that's not what the fuck I meant.
But it would help.
And you're like,
I mean, knowing that somebody's willing to make a fool of themselves for you makes you feel good.
You take them back on jump because they made you.
I don't take them back, but you feel a little better about yourself. You feel a little bit better.
All right. So moving on. It'll never be resolved. Yeah, I'm joking. Right. So moving on. So it's a restaurant in Canada. They're giving a well-behaved kids discount. I think we talked before some time ago about behavior of kids in public, taking kids out and things like that. So this restaurant in Canada, they give you a discount if your kids are well behaved according to the restaurant standard, and they give you a $5 discount. We got one of the receipts from the restaurant. I'll show you real quick. Okay, so while I'm all for this though, I really don't agree with it that much.
Okay.
I just think as a parent or as an adult, you should know, oh babe, we going to Philippe Chow. We not gonna bring little Jeff Jr. who's in the terrible 2 phase right now.
Absolutely not. You should not. I hate them. You take a kid to a high class restaurant, it just, to me, is low class. And I appreciate this I appreciate this receipt and this restaurant because I cannot stand no badass kids. Okay.
Right.
Me, I don't have kids yet, but when I have them, my kids are going to be in check. Okay. You don't take kids that are throwing stuff, dropping stuff, screaming, having temperature. You don't do that. Right. The kids should be well trained and know how to act in public.
I mean, kids ain't supposed to know the dinner fork from the salad fork.
No, right.
But I think the difference is, like you said, when you're in a certain type of setting, it's not even about being a good kid. You could just be being a kid, and it's annoying in a certain type of setting because nobody else is here for
Everyone
that.
doesn't love your kid.
You gotta bring the belt. You gotta whoop these.
That was a whole nother level.
Okay, and I'm gonna touch on that too. But I guess my thing is, one, what types of restaurants are these with this good kids discount? Because if we go to the Red Lobster, half the adults in there is fucking ignorant than the kids. But if I'm going to like STK or something fancy, I'm not bringing my child.
Was that the whole?
But you're not bringing.
That was in Canada.
The whole, that's like their thing?
It was a restaurant.
Just that restaurant.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not bringing your child because that's not a restaurant you eat at regularly. But for these upper class people, they eat at STK, 2 or 3 nights a week. So it's just like going to Chipotle for them.
And what Bobby said though, like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you want to have it. You want to have that belt, but you can't touch your kids nowadays.
What?
You can't do shit in public. You cannot touch your kids in public without being side out.
You can thump them.
You can maybe thump them, but if they start crying too hard,
in the forehead,
child protective services are going to be on you.
Or you can pinch.
I'm all about this 5% discount because at the end of the day,
it ain't 5%, it's $5.
I mean $5 discount, any kind of discount, because at the end of the day, people respond to reward. So once you reward people, they're just like puppies. Like once you give them a treat, they want to keep doing the right thing. It's no different. So keep giving them $5 off to make everybody go. Otherwise, everybody else gonna want their meal comp.
All right, well, speaking of treatment of children and rewarding, so we have a follow-up to one of our stories we talked about last week. We talked about the skateboard dad. He pushed his kid down. He kicked him down the ramp. So, all right, so I'm going to refresh your memory in case you haven't seen this story. We'll get right back.
rest of it. That's not beer. I had some today actually. Say Dad had Dos Equis on the counter. There's one right here. I put it all over my mouth and drank a whole bunch of it. I drank the rest of it. That's not beer.
Okay, so to refresh your memory, the boy was 6 years old. Now, the boy, what I didn't know last week when we said it, the boy is a good skater.
Yeah.
This was just a bigger ramp. Yeah, that's what it was, a bigger ramp. So he was up there for a while, even though we saw a short clip, he was up there for a while, and Dad just wanted him to go. He gave him a little push. So as an update, the dad has been fired from his job and is under investigation by Child Protective Services.
Okay.
Do you think that society has taken it too far?
I just want to say that
wait a minute.
I want to
hang on. Wait a minute.
Pause. I want to say that just like last week or the week, whenever we talked about it, I think you guys are completely wrong because you gotta let this dude at his own time. Like, he gonna do it. Just give him a second. Like, you're not the one skating. You can't. Like, that's like a 15-foot drop.
Listen, I am completely, and I'm gonna give you the story. I'm completely in agreement with Bobby. Give him his time.
Yeah.
Because for those of y'all that were there, and you heard the story, I went cliff diving for my birthday, and I was not ready to jump, and I jumped, and I wouldn't be sitting here today had Baywatch not been there and pulled me out of the water. If you watch it, thank you. I appreciate you. But Baywatch literally pulled me out of the water. So let that child jump at his own time.
But you know what? I feel like this. Okay, DCFS getting involved, I get it because it went viral and everyone saw him pushing his son, which is dangerous. The kid could have gotten hurt. I understand that.
He had on a helmet and pads.
He did.
No,
however, that's a 15-foot ramp and he's a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is this: he obviously wasn't ready to jump or ready to skate down there. So he should have waited. And but his dad seemed like a soccer or a skater dad that wants his kid to do well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, hey, let him do it when he's ready. You know, don't push him off. He could have gotten hurt. And then it's like now you're making him feel some type of pressure. When he's 6 years old, he shouldn't feel pressure about doing something fun that he likes to do.
I don't know. I let me start to agree.
Well, I feel like I don't agree.
You don't? I thought you agree with me.
No, I didn't see anything wrong with that dad doing that. Like, this is what this boy does all the time. Like, you know, kids will, you know, him and ha until you push them. But it's a little boy. He had all kinds of pads and stuff on.
This is like if your kid does not want to play football, your kid is more of a theater guy or whatever, and you force him to play tackle.
No. This is like your kid has been playing football for 5 years.
He does it.
No. This is what your kid has been playing football for a couple of years, and he doesn't want to go to practice.
He played flag football. Now you want him to play tackle. He's like, this is a different.
The boy has been skating. He just, you know, with anything you got to go up to the next step.
Okay, listen, I don't agree with him pushing his son physically and literally pushing him mentally. I get that because he could have said, you know what, son, if you're not ready today, let's go to a smaller ramp or let's leave and come back another day when you feel like you're ready. You didn't have to literally push your kid down there.
I don't agree. I feel like this is a boy.
Look, if you my girlfriend and we're out, right, and we're arguing, you know what I'm saying? So now I snatch you like, let's go. That's a problem. But if I just say, let's go, and you like, okay, cool, that's one thing. But if I just like do that, and I don't want to leave with you, and I grab you and snatch you.
You know if somebody does something with love, like he pushed him with love, like
he
walked up.
Yes, I thought it was.
Wait. I'm gonna ask. Hang on. Just a yes or no. Our studio audience. Do you think it was a push with love or bad? Yes or no?
What's the question?
Yes or no? Never mind. Our studio audience.
Right or wrong?
Push for love. Studio audience said push for love. Whatever. So, but I just don't agree that I don't think he should have been fired. Him being what we're calling bad parenting or him being a bad father in that moment.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have lost his job.
Some parents are different. Tiger Woods' dad, for instance, he was tough on him, and his son was a great
right. Like Michael Jackson, like Joe Jackson.
Michael Jackson, right? Exactly. He's a great entertainer.
But look,
said Michael Jackson.
Once you sign those papers for your job, right, and it becomes public. Like opinion and public knowledge, then they gotta write it.
I feel like the job and this incident are mutually exclusive. They do not. They shouldn't have had any cause
effect. So he shouldn't have lost his job. And now it's like, wait, hold on. So before we switch topics, so now this man that lost his job how the fuck he supposed to support his kid?
Take care of his
How
kid.
You supposed to support his now they really gonna say he a bad parent because he on food stamps. Like, what the hell?
Now his kid gonna be pushing his ass to work. Go find a job, bitch.
Right, go find a job. Go find a job, motherfucker. Daddy, go find a job. Why the fuck you ain't got no job?
To support the family.
Right. All right. So, last story that we got. So, Mesa High School in Arizona. They have their parents are outraged after Arizona High School features teen moms and dads in the yearbook. Arizona High School yearbook shone spotlight on teen moms and dads at their school, which left community members outraged. So parents are questioning whether the yearbook club glamorized teen pregnancy by dedicating 2 pages to teens who are expecting or already parents. Now, the title of the page, I'm gonna show it to you guys. The title of the page is I'm working a double shift. And the yearbook features shows loving young moms and dads playing with their baby girls, but in one photo, a teenage dad-to-be is cupping his girlfriend's swollen stomach with his hands. I'm gonna show y'all the yearbook photo. So, do you guys think that they are by putting this in the yearbook, are they glamorizing teen pregnancy?
Sparkle, I know you got to go, girl.
Let me plead my case. Okay, when we were talking about this, I thought it was extremely ridiculous. But once I actually saw the layout, I see what they're trying to do. Like, at the end of the day, teenagers are having sex, and the ones who aren't using protection or getting an abortion are becoming parents. Mm-hmm. We have to keep in mind that 20 or 30 years ago, it was perfectly okay to be a parent at 16 and 17. People were getting married at 16 and 17. So these are the choices.
20, 30 years ago.
Yeah. Right, I mean, but these are the choices that these teens have made. They should not be shunned. They still need encouragement. They still need a pat on the back, and they still need to feel like they're a part of a collective unit of this school.
I get that point.
Go. Who wants to go next?
You sure? Okay, let me just say this. Sparkle. So, now, where I'm from, there is like, you got your FFA or whatever they call it, Future Performance of America. You got football, you got cheerleading, you got softball, whatever. The spelling team, debate team, whatever. So are you saying now, okay, let me just say this, they should have the expecting parents, and they should have like a paraplegic, and they should have like a gay and interracial group or something. They should have all these different...
I think that they should have an organization. Yeah, I agree. They should have an organization to represent whatever these teens are experiencing or going through to support them at that time.
Not an organization, but section of the
yearbook.
No.
I mean, but that's what the yearbook is for. The yearbook is for everybody in the school.
Is pregnancy now some special class that needs to be...
Well, it's for everybody. It's not just for the popular kids. It's not the people who...
Go ahead, Toni.
Okay. I get Star's point because I do. Because you want to, because first of all, the baby's out, it has to be taken care of at this point. You know what I mean? So I get that, to support it. But my thing is like, especially after the show Teen Mom on MTV, I feel like it's only promoting kids to get pregnant because they said there's actually teens in high schools across the country who want to get pregnant to get on the show.
Yeah,
So I feel like, no, that's not appropriate and that's not good because you should not be having kids in high school because you have your whole life ahead of you. But I mean, times are different from then to now.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the yearbook, that's for like memories of high school. Most people don't get pregnant in high school, so I feel like that shouldn't be promoted in the yearbook. It's like a good memory because it's like you fucked up.
All right, so I have several thoughts about this. One, I see when I first heard the story, I thought it was very ridiculous. I saw the spread and I was very much like, oh, it's not as bad as they made it sound.
Right.
But you should not glamorize, because that's what they're doing, is glamorizing that these kids got pregnant in high school. Yeah. Number one, if I would have opened my yearbook now from high school and saw one of my classmates that were pregnant, I was sitting there and be looking like, Really? Come on, what did you do with your life? And I bet I go on Facebook to see that they're still sitting.
Stigma. And that's why these kids usually end up dropping out.
But also, wait, I can see why this might be a good thing, because the underclassmen that are also in that, those 4-year periods, they might look and be like, oh shit,
that's cool.
She had a baby. I don't want to do that.
Or they may say it's cool. Because that show is so popular
now. It could go either way.
Let me just say one thing. All I'm saying is, the debate team, cheerleading, they try out. It's an organization. There's no hey, come try out. Come get pregnant.
Okay, so Sparkle, you look right. Let's say right now you have a child. You flipping through your yearbook because maybe your 20-year reunion is coming up sometime. Like, oh yeah, this is the football team, the cheerleading team. Look at mommy. Oh, here's the pregnancy team.
The pregnancy.
Like they all pregnant. Like look, like
better question that if say you're a mom and you looked at your child's yearbook and you say, oh look at all these pregnant kids, you would be like, what the hell?
Well, no, I mean, because the reality of it is, in my school, I'm from a small town. In my high school, we had a large number of women or girls who were pregnant, and I feel like my yearbook doesn't reflect that. The reality of it is the yearbook tries to because I feel like, and that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's an antiquated notion to shun a teenager for getting pregnant when all teens are having sex.
I guess this is my only thing, and then I would be done. I'm done with it. Like if you just said they didn't have that, but. If you literally, when you were in high school and you graduated, if you went back and looked at your yearbook and you saw there was a teen mom section, all these girls that was pregnant today, and you was looking at your yearbook reflecting, Spark, you can't tell me you
it would be a lesson, because I would say, okay, this is the girl that's on food stamps now. This is the girl that is working at the strip club now. So you can, like you said, you can make your decision and say, okay, I want to be a teen mom.
And not to say that all teen moms that got pregnant in high school had bad lives. Right. Some of y'all love that.
I just want to say one thing. So this is the thing. If you're not football, cheerleading, whatever other groups, organizations they have, you're just on the regular. This is your picture. This is Bobby. Like you're on the regular picture. So they should just be on the regular picture because that's not an organization. They should just be on the regular picture.
It should be an organization.
You know what?
The pregnancy
club? They need support.
They meeting for
what is the
what?
You need moral support. I mean, just the same way you're in Girl Scouts.
Okay. So the team is giving that. Well, you know what? I will say, okay, yeah, the school is giving that, but what was the school doing about sex ed? What were they doing for prevention?
Right, hello, health class. My thing is this: do you guys think that the demographics have anything to do with it? Do you think like demographics, like, you know, we went to HF, you know, we're from Chicago.
Right.
At HF, if there was the school board and the superintendent would never ever allow, and even at Bloom would never allow.
Yeah,
not at all.
Demographics has a lot to do with it because I grew up in a working class, you know, neighborhood, and I think knowledge is power. There weren't a lot of resources. There weren't a lot of other outlets for after-school programs. Right. So kids were just getting together, having sex, and getting knocked up.
Well,
and you know,
that's why you're supposed to have clubs and activities, so you don't have a teen pregnancy page. Oh, and side note, a lot of the students that disagree with it, they have glued the pages together. Yeah. So when they flip through the book, they don't have to see it. Yeah. All right. So y'all, at this point, we're gonna do it our favorite part of the show. We're gonna talk about what we are obsessed with this week. So Toni, go ahead and start us off.
Okay, I am super obsessed with sports. So I've been paying attention to the Blackhawks and the Kings playoff series. We are down 3-1. Game 6 is Friday. And Oklahoma City playing the Spurs, and the Heat are playing the Pacers. So I'm just all caught up in the basketball and hockey right now.
Right.
I don't follow sports, but yeah, I like girls that follow sports, so that's cool.
Appreciate it.
I'm obsessed.
I love hot top. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm obsessed with. Okay, I'm gonna wait. So I'm obsessed with, I don't know if it's nationwide, but in California, or I don't even know if it's just Los Angeles County, but they have Prop 65 on the books now, which is supposed to require fast food restaurants that use carcinogenic ingredients to post it publicly. I think that's so progressive.
Carcinogenic ingredient.
Like if you use any type of artificial ingredients in your or chemicals in your food that cause cancer, you have to put it just like they put it on cigarettes to say, you know, these foods may cause cancer. I know it's posted in some McDonald's in Pasadena, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, and 2 other restaurants. And I don't know if it's just in Pasadena, but when I saw that sign, I thought that was really progressive. So I think that's really cool for California, and I hope it, you know, gets nationwide. Yeah.
Bobby?
I really don't have anything. I just want to say, take care of yourself. Like sometimes you have to be selfish.
Positive.
I'm trying to be positive.
Look, take it a day at a time. Bobby starting to sound like a Steve Harvey.
You gotta take care of yourself because sometimes in life, like what's best? Shut up. See, I'm laughing because I don't usually be serious. But what I'm saying, I've been drinking. Watermelon. No, I'm not. But I'm saying sometimes doing what's best for you is not popular for other people. But sometimes you just gotta be selfish and do what's best for you. And bam, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, my obsession is very simplistic. So I saw this hat that I'm wearing in my frat brother's house and car. So I had to wear it tonight. It says Los Angeles Ratchets. You can't see it because this pretty much sums up my Memorial Weekend.
Right. Your life.
My life. Damn. We still on the air. Wait a minute. No, but yeah, that's my obsession this week. So I had to wear this hat tonight. Thank you. Shout out to J. Kirk Cook, praise, all that stuff. All right, so hashtags. Where can they find you? Instagram, Twitter. What's all your info?
I'm at Toni Crimea. That's my Instagram and that's my Twitter. So follow me, check me out, check my pictures out. Thank you.
Instagram, Twitter @_make it sparkle.
And them classes.
The classes are real100.edu, but you know you gotta pay tuition.
The class is full, so don't even try to shit.
Register by now.
Everywhere is Bobby Ray JR or BeyondDapper.com.
And you find me on everything at Jeffery5. Toni, thank you for coming. Y'all, I've known Toni since junior high, like back in Chicago Heights. We grew up together. So I want to thank you for coming on. I love both of my panelists as well. Darnell will be back sometime in August. So
Darnell is still on administrative leave.
He's on administrative leave. If y'all want to be on, just email us. I actually got a few emails. Email us at tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. We'll be here next week. Tacos, more drinks, more hot topics.
Food is good. Thank you.
We'll see y'all next week. Oh, and I'm going to leave y'all with my favorite clip of the night. Tori Spelling.
I need to do something right. Serious, this is me. I am sitting here. My heart is ripped out. I have nothing left. I'm asking you, do something. Think about it.
What? I love you. I want to make this work. I want you.
What does your heart tell you to do?
My heart tells me to stay with you and love you like I still do.
If you truly want me back, think of something. Right. You need to do something right. Serious, this is me. I am sitting here.